Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the sight of their Dolphins emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium tunnels, and we are ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taken from about the 12. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. This one across the 35. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Huntley. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. McCaffrey following the penalty. He's able to get 6, a nice pickup down to the 21.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say, because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
To throw, Huntley. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defense.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First carry for Raheem Mostert, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Like 22, like 22. Right here, right here.
On 2nd and 7, Tua. And he fires one that's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on the...
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
But ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 69 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Huntley to throw. That's complete. Left side to Bateman. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Off the play fake. Huntley. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker now to add the point after. And it is now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
2 now on first down. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
2 now on first down. 2 and the ball is out. And the Ravens have got it. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Jerome Baker there on the tackle. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Huntley. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop. 2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 79 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Christian McCaffrey on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens continue to pull away here in this first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And it is 28-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Check, 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 check. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. They find some open field here. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there for the Dolphins.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's going to air one out. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Kevin King with a pick. And the Ravens will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And just shutting him off there. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
On 1st down, Huntley. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. This is McCaffrey on the give. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. On 3rd down, Huntley. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Short throw pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Returning it, John Ross. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now, light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. McCaffrey on the counter. Oh, nice move. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 120 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this is caught inside the 5. And in for the Ravens touchdown. John Ross, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
Hey, we got four there. 22, he's coming.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. They'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Strip that ball. Strip that ball.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Hey, Blue. Watch the slant. Blue strike. 2 by 22. They can't hang with us.
On 2nd and 10. Tua flush to Tua. Hit, and the ball is out. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. Waddle will return this. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line. You know, it's great to be a Pro Bowl quarterback, all-pro wide receiver. Those guys get all the endorsements. But we've seen a lot of guys carve out a great career as a special teams ace.
And it's one of the most important parts of the game. We can talk offense and defense all we want, but the 3rd phase, special teams, that can be the difference between winning and losing. And how about the big play created here? Big-time effort, and that can help his team.
2nd straight week, he's forced to fumble. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Again, McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement.
Touchdown! Christian McCaffrey from 10 yards out, and the Ravens add on. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. He's got it up to the 15, showed off some fancy footwork there on the play. Off play action, Huntley. Flushed out right. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. And this defense going to bring out a couple extra DBs here on 3rd and a yard. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Throwing on first down, Huntley. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Here's McCaffrey. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. 140 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And he gets it down to the 32.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Gets by him at the 25. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Try to get to the outside. This is McCaffrey. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Off the play fake. Huntley. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews His third touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 3 yards remain for second down.
Max 22. Here we go. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Eluding the pressure right. Got him, man. It's the rookie Jalen Waddle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Here's Mostert. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point up and good by Sanders as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken from about the 12. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. McCaffrey. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or two if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game, and that has to drive a coach crazy.
They go play action here on 1st down. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not it.
And that is caught. Touchdown. Well, there is a marker on the field. The celebration may be short-lived. Let's see. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Off play action. Huntley. Dancing to his left. Throwing left side, it's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. Off the play fake. Huntley. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Back to throw again. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to punch it into Davis, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now Tucker to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. Tua's throw caught here by Metcalf. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to fall to the ground. Incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Tua flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On play action, here's Tua. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. They'll run with McCaffrey, and he'll be taken down at the 34. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Operating from the gun, Huntley. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. From midfield, here's Tua. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is McCaffrey. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator,